Hey, welcome back, beautiful Capricorns, and thank you for joining me here. I hope you're all doing super amazing. So let's get into your messages here. Woo, Phoenix, rising from the ashes here. You are a master. Oh, tension. Pressure. Something that was set in motion. Okay, so you're very innovative, very creative. You could be an inventor. You could be a mastermind. You could be a trendsetter. It's almost as if fresh start, rapid growth, unlimited potential, continuing the legacy. Now, look, you could actually be an inventor. You have creative imagination, especially with gadgets. Now, this is the chip that from the old block. The apple don't fall far from the tree here. Maybe you come from a long line of inventors or creative people. It's like excitement, suspense, fantastic. A catalyst. It's like you could have you're breaking free of something. You could be inventing something here, something you're really passionate about. You could be accepting an offer here. It's a very likely outcome here. It's like you're making some kind of declaration, contract, sovereignty. You're challenging the status quo. Okay, so you could have become a target because you're challenging the status quo somehow. The apple don't fall far from the tree. You could come from a long line of people who challenge status quo. You know, who you could be inventing something, quite literally. You could be inventing something. You're a bright baby. That's what you are. You're a bright baby, but it's also, it follows the bloodline. It's saying that you're challenging the status quo. You've made some kind of declaration to challenge status quo. Let's see what this says, Capricorn. Well, you could have clairvoyance. Very passionate. Very smart. Very intelligent. You're a true sweetheart. You're very passionate. You could be outwardly soft and gentle, but in your silence, you stand out in a crowd here. You're a true sweetheart. People could find you hypnotic. You have a strong connection to Venus. You are very empathic. And You're very sultry. Oh boy, you're a magnet. Okay, so you could be very soft and on the you could be a bright baby. Like when a lot of people look at you, they may not see your mind because of the way you look on the outside. You may look on the outside as soft, but man, you got intelligence here. You are a bright baby, or your children are as well. Just saying. If you have children, you could be a channeler, you could be a humanitarian, and maybe you're making up your mind whether you are going to challenge status quo. Or you're making some kind of declaration. You could have invented something. You could be creating something for humanity. It's like you are challenging the status quo, what other people normal beliefs may be. You challenge these norms. Let's see what's going on here. No wonder you're envied. just saying. Making some kind of, like, you're very creative here. You are, like I said, you're very passionate about something, especially for the underdog. Okay, now could be you could actually be making a declaration. This could be humanitarianism. Like, you're very confident. You're very loving. You're very talented. You're very gifted here. You could be a gift to humanity. I don't know. You're challenging the status quo somehow. And I think you're making a declaration here. Oh my God. You could have historical ancestors that actually were made some declaration. Like, this is following your bloodline. Now, this could be politics. This could be humanitarianism. This could be it could be you going for the underdogs here. Challenging status quo. This is somebody challenging the status quo. It could be challenging a political party or challenging humanitarianism or challenging something here. It's like you have gifts for humanity. It's like you're a gift. You could be the gift to humanity. This is making some kind of vow, some kind of promise, some sort of declaration. You could be making a decision. You could be trying to decide whether you should challenge status quo. You could be trying to decide whether you should challenge the status quo. But it's... Look. Like I said, you could come from a long line of builders, hard workers. It's like your family legacy here. Maybe your forefathers, challenged the status quo. Maybe you're challenging the status quo. Which is why you have a lot of... You could be fighting for, like, the underdog, or the people you perceive as the underdogs. It's like... You could be a bright baby. You could be following, your children could be following in your footsteps, or you're following in your ancestors' footsteps here. You have a long line of, it's in your bloodline here. You could be a defender. You know what I mean? It's like you could be defending, like... You could be hated for this. I don't know. It's like you were defending your bloodline. You were defending your family. You were protecting. This is someone who is like, I don't give a darn about status quo. I don't care what people think the norm is. I will defend those who I love. Ooh. You could be challenging status quo. You may be unconventional or have your own ideals or way of thinking. You could be a creator. You could be an inventor. A long line of creators, a long line of builders, a long line of trades people, a long line of people who challenge the status quo. It's like comes natural to you. It's like people could actually fear you. You know what I mean? Or you're a defender of the people. You could be like a public defender. You could be someone in a position who defends the underdogs. You could... It's something to do with reclaiming your power, taking back your power, following your destiny. It's like, or this could be your dharma or your karma. Maybe It's almost like you use both powers, the dark and the light. Oh, jeez. There's some fierce communication here. People could be afraid of you. Your philosophies, your beliefs. You're highly intuitive. You could be clairvoyant. You could be a channeler. Why is someone so angry? Like you could literally be challenging the status quo. Ooh. This could be politics. You know what I mean? I don't know. Someone comes, their bloodline is a long line of like creators, inventors, people with special gifts, gifts to humanity. It's like you could be challenging, or someone around you could be challenging the status quo. Like not going along with what society is telling you to think like, be like. It's someone who's challenging the status quo. This is respect, dignity, honor, the truth. Victorious. This could be victorious communications. Now look, you're definitely doing something. You're pioneering something. You've invented something. Maybe you invented something. Maybe you created something. Maybe you did something that is gonna go viral. Maybe you are challenging. It's like you're going against the play it safers. Or this person is. They think outside the box. They don't go along with doctrines and what they've been told. They will They will think how they want to think. They will think independently. This could be the Declaration of Independence, for all I know. You could have relatives that go way back that far in your bloodline. This actually could be the Declaration of Independence. You've got a historical DNA, or this actually could be historians. Historical figures. Maybe you have like someone in your bloodline who is a historical figure. This actually could go back to the Declaration of Independence. Historical figures and connections. Founding forefathers. All this kind of stuff is in here. I don't know if someone's in politics. I don't know if someone's bloodline was in politics. But it's definitely here. Someone is like doing something, going against the play it safers, challenging the status quo, and delivering. It could be the Declaration of Independence, liberties, freedoms, all this kind of stuff is coming into play here. You may have historical connections, DNA. Like, it's no wonder you go against status quo if all your bloodline did. Liberty. Oh. Rules of the game. Challenging and protesting the status quo. Someone could be making a decision about whether they should do this or not. Reclaiming power. Oh, somebody could be into political somebody's grandfather or forefathers are here. That's what I want to say. Someone is a bright baby. Somebody is like, and it's like there is a whole history here of it. This is history in the making. Maybe you're making history. Maybe you're carrying on a tradition of people who made a difference or historical figures. It's like maybe somebody led somebody into triumph over their oppressors or something. This is crazy. You've got historical figures coming through. Could be political parties. It could be that somebody's ancestors had something to do with the Declaration of Independence. I don't know. It's like carrying on tradition. Like, it's in the genes. Very powerful figures. Okay? Maybe someone challenged the status quo. Maybe somebody made the decision, well, it's liberty or nothing. But so I'm going to teach somebody the rules of the game here. Somebody's challenging status quo here. Reclaiming sovereignty and power. Contracts and resolution expressing truth. Manifestos, self-ruling, liberty or death. The rules of the game. Someone protesting and challenging status quo. period. It could be popular beliefs. It could be doctrines. It could be political. It could be historians. It could be traditions. I don't know what this is, but it's huge. Someone's a bright baby. Like, they might seem one way on the outside, but on the inside, there's a fighter. Okay? Someone has a powerful, powerful DNA. Someone's got a very powerful bloodline. And maybe you're making up your mind about whether you should or not. But you're very likely gonna, it says. You're very likely going to. It's like once you make up your mind to do something, you're gonna go do it. And you will challenge status quo. And you will make enemies doing that, but it seems to be that you care about humanity. You care about getting the truth out. You could be a catalyst. You could be a teacher. And maybe you're making your mind up whether you should or shouldn't get involved, or whether you should or shouldn't. It could be the answer to your solutions. You may regret if you don't. It's very likely that you could be one that sticks up for the underdog when you see injustices being done. You could be that person who makes a catalyst for change. We're talking about liberty or nothing. It's like, if I can't have my freedom, may as well not be here. It's like, I gotta make a difference. I gotta make a difference. That kind of energy. Take care.